Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football. Three-yard line.
Recovered by Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
The kick by Joseph is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball on that because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
4th down, Dalton wants to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Saints.
Andy Dalton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Saints nothing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Dalton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Still going past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Kamara try the right side. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're...
Touchdown, Saints! Juwan Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, tried to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins gives way to Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Dalton. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down. Here's Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
This one into the hands of Thielen. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson from 17 yards out. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And Dalton to throw. Again, it's Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw here, Dalton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground. Despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. To the 43, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run the counter with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Cousins now. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
It's a gain of 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
By Daniil Hunter. A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. This is Smith with a grab.
And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Good for the Saints. 1st and 10.
Dalton.
5-yard line.
There's Chris Olave.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This will be Dalton again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense.
And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is fielded at the 27. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, I think you and I are both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A give to Kamara running right. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Wants to try to end the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Makes the score Saints 20.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote.